Alright.
I didn't trick anybody.
Mr. Hurley said he was supposed to take care of Meche, but you stole her case from him.
Is that true?
What a case are we talking about here?
Let me see if I can explain this whole thing to you. You see, I had this job, selling travel packages to immigrant souls. If I sold enough of them, I got to leave the land of the dead. Now, I was in a slump, and I really needed a fat commission, so...
You're a bad man.
Go away, bad man.
Yeah, go away.
Nice cage you have here.
Mr. Hurley grew demon ravens with human heads in here.
He said if we ever tried to get away, he'd send the ravens after us.
And let them make nests out of our bones.
That is horrible.
You're two bad little children. I'm glad you're in a cage. Very bad. You children just wait here and be brave little angelitos, okay?
Okay.
Alright, I don't really know why that helped, but okay, fair enough. We're gonna help him, somehow. They're good at making light bulbs, aren't they?
This is the tiniest little hammer I've ever seen.
Well, we're gonna bring it anyway. That is very small.
This is the tiniest little hammer I've ever... I could make a tiny little birdhouse if I had some tiny little nails and wood.
I don't know why I would, but okay.
I like my...
Let's put that in our jacket. I wonder if... No, I probably couldn't break the lock. Something tells me I would need a little bit bigger hammer. Alright, let's see. Oh, hello, Meche.
Oh, look, it's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
Both. Yes, we like smoking, don't we? Oh. Did you just miss?
Man, that...
Once you got used to the sooty aftertaste, you'd feel like a king.
What about this bucket? It looks very, very good.
It's empty.
Our type of business doesn't produce a lot of paperwork.
It's empty.
Alright. Let's see. What is it you really do, though? It seems to be involving paper, so I don't really see why it's not.
Man, that...
That is so small. I don't know, maybe we can give it to her for some reason.
I don't really want to... I like the new...
Well, it's the best I could pull together out here. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get decent fabric and silk stockings on a deserted factory island on the edge of the world?
No, I don't.
No, I don't actually like Meche. He's kind of annoying.
I could make a tiny little... Second anniversary. I can't remember if that's cotton or china, but it's definitely not hardware.
What now?
I can't...
Alright. Okay. Yeah, like an anniversary for... Yeah.
I don't really want to do that.
Okay.
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Yeah, you betcha. I'm gonna break his skull with my hammer.
Okay, you can take out the tiny hammer if you want.
Thank you. What about the scythe, though?
He seems completely unaware of how close I am to escape. No, I don't think I could take his laughter a second time.
Let's see, what happens if I do this?
Please put that away.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. Also, he has a gun. So I guess that's a bad idea. Hammer, though.
He seems completely... No, I don't think...
He's just listening to music and not caring about me at all. I don't know. He's smoking a cigar.
This is the tiny...
Can't say how much other things to do.
Domino.
Oh yes.
Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way.
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
Well, I think it is. And you're not natural. Let's see.
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapato?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
Honest work? Putting children in cages? Huh. Didn't know that was honest. Okay.
What makes you think I'm gonna work for you?
Well, there's not much to do on this island if you don't work, take it from me. And think about it. Once I'm gone, it will be just you and Meche alone on this deserted island. Don't tell me that prospect doesn't appeal to you.
He was just silent. I guess it does.
I don't plan to be on this island for very long.
Manny, I have all the guns. I have all the transportation, and I have all the brains. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Beat your head in with a hammer. A very tiny hammer. Do you know how many hammer strokes that would take? Probably like 10,000.
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
That is absolutely horrible.
You stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
Uh-huh.
I knew it! You were getting all the good clients.
I handled them all, except for Mercedes, who you hijacked from me in that ridiculous hot rod, which I saw, by the way, last time I was in Rubacava. I tell you, Manny, hot rods like that just don't look safe to me.
They're not, but they're pretty awesome to drive.
So it wasn't my fault Meche didn't get a ticket. You stole it.
Well, it's your fault she ended up in the forest instead of coming here right away, but I fixed that.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
I'm taking Meche out of this dungeon.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in the petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
A year in the petrified forest? How did she survive? Well, I guess they kind of are dead, so I guess they don't really need to eat. In fact, I haven't really seen anyone eat anything. They've just been smoking and drinking.
One ticket for you, one for Hector. How many more do you need?
Oh, Manny. We never touch the product ourselves. We sell a ticket to unfortunate souls, unable to lead moral lives because of the crippling amount of cash they were born into.
But you could just take the tickets and leave today.
We found a way to make the land of the dead livable. Why would we want to leave?
I don't know, it doesn't seem very nice to me.
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the big reef.
Are you about to lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No! Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will mark my words. Meche? If I can talk to you, that is. Not to your, tray.
Come on, we're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
Guess so.
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
My gun? I don't have a gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
They did not.
I don't work for the most heavily armed organization anywhere.
You know, you're right. There are those rumors of that revolutionary army that's been stockpiling weapons.
Actually, them, I work for.
Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Okay,
Hey,
so
about
obviously we have to get a
Right.
gun.
I think we need to talk.
Start talking. You're the salesman.
I have a lot of explaining to do.
Save your breath. Domino's explained it all to me already.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Me? About what?
Why did you take me out with that champagne bottle?
I told you to stop you from falling into Domino's trap. If you had made it on that ship, then you would have ended up...
Here?
Yes.
Why are you working for Domino?
I do what he asks only to protect the children.
Okay, so if we save the children, then maybe. Just maybe.
Why are those children locked up in a cage?
With the wings those angelitos have, they're the only things on this island Domino can't control.
Why can't they fly anyway?
Hey, if they can fly, let's set the kids free to go get help.
They can't fly that far, Manny. But they can fly circles around Domino, and they can bite pretty hard.
So why did you run out of my office?
I felt so embarrassed, and you looked so disappointed in me. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Then what were you doing that whole year I was in Ubacava?
I was lost.
What did you...
I don't want to talk about that year, please.
Has Domino hurt you in any way?
Not as much as I've hurt him. Boy, can that guy take a punch.
Okay, I'll lay off the questions.
Great. Now if we could get you to just lay off the cologne.
Hey, I'm a sailor now. We have to wear this stuff. Listen, Meche.
Manny, talking isn't helping right now, okay?
Hey, up...
Ready?
I don't know if there's anything more to
Listen,
say,
Manny.
but apparently not. Alright, so we have to get a gun. And I have seen a gun. In fact, Domino has one.
It's empty.
Our type of...
Yeah, I don't think there's much to do with these things. Maybe the children have something to say now. Maybe we can go outside as well. I don't really know. Possibly. Let's just... Hold on.
The new airlock keeps out water, but not pesky skeletons.
Yeah, we can go outside, but I just want to see if the children are saying anything else.